I've discussed Coco 2 and Incredibles 3 so much on this podcast, but finally today we get to talk about the announcement. All right, and welcome back. Welcome back to Weekly Wipe. This is twin number 2 along with me here.
Twin number 1, Mr. A.A. Ron.
And D23 just decided to drop the bombshell on us last night and give us a lot of movies to wake up to, along with a lot of casting decisions. What do you think about it?
I don't know. It's like I'm all happy for it, but once I went to Facebook and started going to the comment section, there is a lot of hate towards a lot of these movies that are getting remade and getting sequels to.
So we have something big to talk about today. Our thoughts. We're going to break down Doomsday, talk about Marvel, the future of it, along with some of these Disney movies, what we're thinking. But first, of course, we have to start this podcast with the Weekly Wipe. Again, guys, for you new tuners and listeners, our Weekly Wipe is new movies that we go out and watch. We come back and review them for you, along with your recommendations. So always send those in. I have a couple that I've been reviewing the past couple weeks. Dark films, but they were good. I'll give it that.
Yeah. And honestly, our last episode came out, last week? So I was only able to check out one movie, but you checked out 3
I already have 4 films.
Wow,
and this is
within
not
1 week.
including the 2 that I went off for recommendation. So
Wow.
if I was to go 6 films today, it'd probably be too long an episode. So I'm keeping it to the 4 I saw in theaters.
Okay.
So let me start off with one of the new ones I saw, and then we'll both discuss one we saw together.
Okay, sounds
Well,
good.
We both saw it. But let me start off with the new movie. It's going to be coming out next Friday. I saw this on a mystery screening, and oh, guys, do I have a story for you. So I was able to see the movie Tony. This is directed by I keep getting it mixed up. It's either Matt or David Johnson. I believe it's Matt Johnson.
I want to say it's Matt Johnson, yeah.
This is the guy that directed the TV. It was like a short 3-episode TV series turned into a movie, Blackberry. This was about 2 years ago, and Aaron and I raved how great that movie was.
Yeah, it was really good. Really low-key, too.
It's on YouTube for free, so if you haven't seen Blackberry, look it up and go check it out. It's a great film. So this director, that's the only film I've seen of his. I was like, he's on the hot start, so Tony, I'm excited for, but oh my gosh, this theater experience just ruined the movie for me. So I go into the theater, it's a sold out crowd, and sure enough, I'm thinking, okay, hopefully I get a single next to me, or if I do get a couple, if they talk, just keep it to a minimum so I can enjoy the film, because it's going to be very fast paced. I get a couple that comes and sits next to me, and right off the bat, I know it's going to be an issue. During the trailers, this lady just would not stop talking, kept commenting at the end of every single scene that happens in the trailer. So I was like, it's just the previews. We're going to be okay. Movie starts. Same issue happens. Oh, that guy is just a walking thesaurus, ain't he? Oh, that guy, what would you do in that, sweetie? Oh my gosh. I dealt with this for half hour. I would say about 45 minutes, but I'm just rounding it down. I'm going down a half hour. And then finally, I just got up, looked over at her, and said, I can't do this anymore. I'll cut out some of the language I use, but I can't do this anymore. I'm done with this kitty stuff. And I just went and sat in the front row, and I finished the movie in the front row. Looking up at the screen, I was just done. I couldn't handle it anymore.
That's honestly one of my biggest pet peeves. And since we're moviegoers, we experience it, I would say, once every 5 movies, if not like 7 or 8 movies.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. But it's just coming to the point that people, do they just not understand there's adequacy? Like,
Yeah.
there's no talking. Please don't be on your phone. If you're going to get a call, go take it outside, obviously. If you have younger kids, and I'm not trying to call out anybody that has kids, any viewers like that, but, if you're taking your kid to the movie and, they get up and they start running around or they're talking like really loud and stuff, I'm sure that you would have the manners or the common courtesy to like, be like, okay, you know what? Let me take him outside to cool him down, or, give him some snacks or bring him some snacks, something to keep him busy or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's to the point that people are just like using the movie as a babysitter while they're enjoying the movie. Their kids running up and down the aisles, yelling during the movie, and it's crazy. It's crazy to see nowadays, but I don't know if that's just gone out the window, and it's so sad to see. But those are those 1 out of 5 times like I'm talking about. For the most part, there's people that or like comment here and there a little loud, and that's okay if you do it once or twice, even a few times during the movie. But like Andy said, like for every single scene, talking and giving your commentary, I'm already paying an arm and a leg just for the movie ticket.
Just be
I'm
quiet.
not paying for your commentary for this movie, so I don't know. I agree. That's super frustrating, and I would have ranked the movie super low, even if the movie was a masterpiece.
So let me get back to it. So that situation happens. Let's talk about the actual movie because it was a good film, but just that theater experience with those people not shutting up next to me. Just guys, like Aaron kept saying, be quiet. Everyone's paying to see the movie. I don't care if it's a $2 Tuesday, it's $5 or $5 Tuesday, whatever it is. Just be quiet and Ah, I'm done with that. Las Cruces theaters. It's the third time this year. The last movie I saw a couple of weeks ago, Young Washington, where just another theater experience that people come in, they think they can sit anywhere they want, and I'm just done with that. So I prefer El Paso theaters. If I do have to watch one in Cruces, I'll try to avoid a big crowd, but whew, just sorry about that rant, but guys, if you're going to theaters, just be more respectful. If you are already, just take this message with a grain of salt. So, with Tony, it's a mockumentary based on Anthony Bourdain's life. One summer when he's 19 years old, and he's just very much of getting in trouble, making up lies to make himself look like he's this big writer, and the New York Times wants his pieces, like just hyping himself up to women and whatnot. So at first, with these people talking to me, I'm trying to focus in because he's just giving out dialogue, just joke, 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 and I'm missing a lot of it. So I'm getting frustrated with that. And the characters are just not likable in the first half. So it's hard to get on the boat of, okay, this is Anthony Bourdain, and all right, I understand where his arc's going to be coming from, but no, like, doing heroin, sex with brides, and getting drunk and trying to show up the next morning to work, and they do cocaine to keep themselves awake. Like, this is just the back of the house at a restaurant that a lot of people, it's a normal life, and it's just very wild and crazy. I couldn't get into that. I just could not relate at all. I'm like, okay, I mean, with the again, it might have been better, but all that's going on, so unlikable characters. These people won't shut up, so ay ay ay. It wasn't until the second half of the movie it finally gets its grounding and it finally takes off, and that's when Antonio Banderas, he's gonna probably be nominated, if not maybe win Best Supporting Actor for this role.
Oh shoot.
Very good as this teacher that shows Anthony Bourdain the way in the back of the house for a restaurant. And I enjoyed that. Again, the second half of the film really takes off and you start to enjoy these characters a little bit more. Up until then, I can't say too much. I just wasn't enjoying the experience of trying to relate to these characters. So, 8 out of 10, one that I'll rewatch next week when it comes out, but if you're not an Anthony Bourdain fan, I would say wait for streaming. So, there's that.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot. And yeah, like I said, not even gonna touch back up on it. Just be more respectful in the theaters. That's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
So Crystal and I, we went to go check out One Night Only, and this was Andy actually went to go check it out right before us, and he said, "Fun time, go in. It's a great date night." So I honestly went in with low expectations. I was going in expecting 7 out of 10, kind of like like another Friends with Benefits. I want to say it was the same director, and it's the same guy that put out like Easy A and No Strings Attached. So I went in low expectations. I don't really know anybody from the cast, and I had a really fun time with this. It let me start off by saying this. It's rated R because the movie's based around one night only. People get to hook up with each other and there's no consequences. I'll just leave it at that. I don't really want to spoil too much for you. So
Yeah.
it's rated R and that's the premises. So going in, I was expecting a whole lot of hooking up and a whole lot of nudity. And honestly, it wasn't that much. There might have been some cussing, but I would rank this really borderline rated R PG-13. I would see
Yeah.
myself watching this like as a high schooler and still thinking, oh, okay, like that was cute. It doesn't have too much sex. So if you would like to take your kids that are older and teenagers, they bleep out everything that when they do show it, it's bleeped out and it's for laughs. So
Yeah.
really funny stuff. And the biggest thing that I loved about it was the couple's chemistry. This was Dua Lipa's husband. I always forget his name.
Caleb Turner, I think.
Caleb Turner, and then
Caleb or Kate? Yeah, Caleb. Callum.
okay,
I
and then
don't even know,
the
but that
actress is
lucky son of a bitch.
yes, and then the actress as well. I don't know her name, but they just right off the bat, they're both likable characters, and when they meet each other, and it honestly takes like about half hour for them to meet each other, but when they do, very you just want them to get together, but you know the movie keeps throwing you for curveballs and stuff, and then you're just like, as an audience member, I was just like, no, like get back together. I want you guys together. But that's what made the movie so much better for me. I gave it 8.5 out of 10. All you couples out there, go check this one out. It was a really fun time. Really quick watch as well. I would say hour and a half, hour 45. So,
I
yeah,
gave
fun
it
time.
I gave it 8 out of 10. It is just very easy watch, and like you said, it doesn't play out the way it you expect it. You just think, oh, they're gonna be, picking on each other and they're gonna hook up and then they'll go back to someone else, but it does not play out like that. It takes its time, and once they finally get to the end, you're there like, come on, come on.
Yeah.
So it's a cute film, and I think that the way they tackle single culture, it wasn't offensive at all. It was very accurate, and but done with very good laughs.
Yeah. And then the soundtrack as well. I thought it was amazing. I was laughing at a lot of the songs that were coming on, but
Hmm.
just overall really fun date night movie.
Yeah, so I was gonna go see that. I was trying to pick between that or Super Troopers 3, which I still haven't gone to see. I probably won't even see it, but I'm glad that I went to go see One Night Only. Good time. Okay, so today I went and did a double feature, and I'll just talk about both of them. I'll try to keep it quick. I'll talk more about one because obviously I this one's going in the top 10 of the year. It was a good film. The first one I went to see this morning was The Rivals of Amziah King. This is the new Matthew McConaughey. Oh shit. I was telling this to my siblings earlier, trying to explain it, and it was hard because it's a dark comedy, folk music, crime thriller, revenge heist movie. It's a lot, but oh my gosh, guys. This was one of the funniest movies I've seen this year, but also just one of the most heartwarming because it's a 2 hour film. The first hour is the best way to describe it, it's like Dazed and Confused. It's just a hangout film. You figure out who these people are, what they're doing, and they're just doing normal shit on a normal day. But it's so good. Like
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, they have him do something at a school, and that scene was just so hilarious, but I was so fascinated with him and his knowledge of bees and what to do with them. You're like, damn, yeah, he's like a hero. But this movie starts off with them seeing folk music. Am I saying that wrong, or is it
No,
folk music? Is
folk
okay.
music. Yeah, yeah, with
So
banjos and stuff.
yeah, banjos, and dude, like they're at a dairy. The scene, the movie opens with them at like a Dairy Queen singing folk music, and dude, right off the bat, I was just locked in. I knew I'm gonna love this movie and the music for sure. And then within 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but I have to pre warn you because I didn't see this, and then the rest of the movie, I kept thinking, oh my god, like it's gonna go there again, and it never did. So just know there's one scene at the very beginning that is very graphic and very violent. It's played for laughs, but it's like a 5 to 10 minute segment that you're laughing, but you're also like, like, oh god, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. But it's also so damn funny. So just know the first hour of that film, that's the type of humor you're gonna get. That's the only violence. Again, that's the only violence. So don't think that anything's gonna get as bizarre as that because it never does. And the whole movie, I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh god, if I saw that, like, what else is gonna happen?
Yeah, yeah.
And it never did. So
Okay.
know that. And then one other thing I want to say, at the 1 hour mark, it goes from that just hangout dark comedy movie to just straight up like a revenge heist film. And you'll know when it flips the script and goes there, and it just takes out the comedy. It goes for this heist, and it's still good, but I'll tell you, dude, like the first hour, I was laughing so damn hard at these segments that it was just so fun of a movie that when it did get serious, I was like, oh, okay, we gotta lock in, we gotta do this story what they set up in the first half.
Yeah.
And when it went, it was good. Oh my gosh, a 9 out of 10. Go into it knowing those specific things. The one little violent scene, and then at the 1 hour mark, it goes into a different genre, and you're
Okay.
gonna enjoy the film better than I did because I was like, no, I was hanging out with my funny buddies, and now I gotta hang out with a little bit more serious people. So
Yeah.
it's still a great time. Definitely highly recommended.
Okay.
Rivals of Amziah King, 9 out of 10. Last thing, I'll make this one quick because I don't have too much to say. End of Oak Street. This is the dinosaur thriller with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway, where I'll explain the plot because maybe that'll get you into the theater and want to see it. But one day they wake up and they're just their whole neighborhood's just dropped in a prehistoric world. So they're just a big old circle, and around them is just a back in the prehistoric time. So the dinosaurs are roaming their neighborhood, killing people, and they got to figure out how to get back to their time. So like a good setup, but I saw that we grew up on what was it, Treehouse of Horror,
Yeah.
and they did it like 10 times better on that little half
Oh,
hour
yeah.
segment. When you have downtime in this movie, they have different dialogues, and the dialogues they have are just trying to touch certain themes that it's so I just wrote them down because they try to tackle bullying with one kid, and it's just one scene, this kid gets his ass beat to shit, and then that's that, no more bullying. Oh, okay. And next thing, it's throughout the film, but they're trying to tackle the theme of strained marriages and something that happens with one parent if they go a certain direction than the other. Another really dark, hard-hitting theme that they don't go there. The last one is, hey, we're in prehistoric time, we're dealing with dinosaurs. Someone brings up the question of, do you believe in God? And I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna go there. And they don't. It's just, do you believe in God? And then, oh shit. And then a dinosaur kills someone. And I was like, that's something that could have really grasped this film and gave you a hard hitting message, but he never went there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And it isn't until maybe an hour, it's only an hour and a half, so I praise it for that. It's very, very quick. But an hour in, something happens that in the film, I was already checked out. Like, they're just making dumb decisions. I just want to see cool kills. And then something happens at an hour that I was like, whoa, okay, like, fuck, you went there. Now I'm on board. Where are we going to go now? And then, like, it
Oh,
doesn't
no.
do nothing with that.
So, okay, up to that, what were you at? Like,
I was like
score-wise?
at a 6 or 7 at best.
And when they revealed that, were you like, okay, it's gonna be like a 9 out of 10 or 8?
No, I was just like, okay, that's like a 7 to a solid 8. Like, I just thought it's a PG-13, like Jurassic Park, where they show the kills off screen and stuff, but This one was like, oh shit, like that's gnarly. Oh, what the fuck? Like it's dude, what you'll know exactly the part on that part too. Amziah King in this one had two of the most like what the f moments that I was like, this just made the movie like I'm gonna be remembering this scene for a solid week at minimum. Amziah King a month because fuck. Oh, I've been thinking about it all day. I'm just like, oh no. Okay, that's the last time I say it, guys. I'm sorry. But End of Oak Street, it is a fun little dinosaur thriller, but just wait for streaming. Do not go and see this one at full price. If you are, do the $5 Tuesdays. I believe they have it.
Yeah.
But just I again all week have I not been talking about this movie like, dude, it's gonna be pretty fun, and you're like, I don't. It looks cheesy.
And I mean, if Crystal still wants to see it, I'll definitely go check it out with Crystal. But I want to say Crystal only wanted to see it because she loves dinosaurs. So, but I want to say she was kind of like meh about it too. I might be totally wrong.
It'd be a fun. I would say it'd be a fun date night. Go into it like one night only, where you think, it's not gonna be that good, and maybe you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
If at worst you'll give it a 6. At worst.
Oh yeah, I love giving movies 6s and spending $13 doing it.
I know, but sometimes you just have to get out of the house.
No, I totally
and this
get
is
you. I'm
one
kidding.
that it's fine to get out of the house if you're willing to go to the movies, but if you're gonna show the kids or want to watch it as a family, this is one that I could see all of us throwing on and just giving live commentary.
Okay.
Like, don't go behind. Yep, and she went behind there. Like, just stupid stuff, you know.
Meanwhile, we're saying don't talk in theaters, and we're saying, oh yeah, we give live commentary at our houses.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Not the theater.
Because I sat next to a group of friends that had to break up, so one of their girls sat next to me,
Oh.
and she was no, she was just there on every dumb decision. She would just raise her hands up in there, like, seriously. And I was laughing because I was agreeing, like, yeah, another dumb decision. Here we go. But 7
man.
out of 10, I would say 6.5 on a normal day because it was just too many asks from this movie.
Oh, I get you. All right. So let's dive into the movies they announced, or do you want to talk about Doomsday and Marvel first?
You call it, buddy.
All right, let's talk about Marvel first, because I'm hoping you wrote down the movies. I just remembered a few off the top of my head, but all right, guys. So we're gonna talk about the future of Marvel, Doomsday, and what's been missing in Marvel. So I'll kick it off. The Marvel order since Endgame. Like, we've had movies, some solid movies in there, and we've had some really, really bad movies. Like, right after Endgame, guys, we got Spider-Man Far From Home. Really solid. And then we got Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi.
I know
I did like Shang-Chi.
You were on like a 7.5, right? Or like an 8.
Yeah.
I would go like 8 or 8.5. I really like Shang-Chi.
So we got that, and then right after, I want to say fans were starting to give Marvel crap, like, okay, like,
pick it up.
Pick it up. So they gave us No Way Home during Christmas time, and it was on Crystal's birthday. And No Way Home, it was, rewatching it now, don't get me wrong, it is good, but I would very much prefer Brand New Day, or even like throwing on like Spider-Man 2 with Toby and then the original.
I agree.
Just because No Way Home, it's a splat of awesomeness. Yes, I'm quoting Chris Sucked me on that one. It's just, they give us what we want, but
yeah,
you think about the storyline, it's just Peter having to cast a spell for his friends because
to get into college.
Mm-hmm. And because of that, yeah, all these people start coming in. I don't want to get into it, but yeah. So yeah, sloppy story, but yeah, they give us what we want. And then right after that, they're like, okay, they like the multiverse. We'll give you Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Another one that it's going to be 4 hours long. It's going to be like 100 cameos. And what do we get? No multiverse stuff. Maybe one. I mean, he does jump, but all this hype for kind of a like, basic Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
First one was really good. Second one was...
And yeah, Sam Raimi directed, so yes, he absolutely makes Wanda look super creepy. But that one too, its rewatchability is very, very low as far as this phase goes. And then after that, we get Thor: Love and Thunder, Black Panther 2 and the Marvels. Thor Love and Thunder, I liked it for what it was, but way too many jokes and Taiki Watiti,
Taika Waititi.
Waititi,
Mhm.
way too much comedy in this one that it just really throws you off with Russell Crowe in it. I was like,
Yeah.
that was just
It was just sloppy.
yeah.
It got sloppy and too comedic that Thor from the first film being banished from Asgard for being a menace and just being so selfish. And then now he's over here flirting with his old hammer. Like, come on,
Yeah,
Marvel. Where
that
did
one
we go on that
Thor
one?
Love and Thunder, it was one of those movies I really liked when I first saw it, and then the more and more I watch it and I think about it, I'm like, no,
One
no,
to throw
no.
on at a party when everyone's just talking, no one's paying
Yeah.
attention. Because it's cool stuff on screen, but when you hear him talk, you're there cringing, like, oh,
Yeah.
how did we get here?
Black Panther 2.
Oh,
Solid follow up to Black Panther. I wasn't the biggest fan of the third act in that one, but still really solid. And yes, it definitely went there and hit the tears in the first 10 minutes. Like, whew.
within the first
Ryan
10
Coogler,
seconds. Oof.
he knew exactly what he was doing, and
Yeah.
solid. And then
Yeah.
we get the Marvels. This
Mhm.
one, I personally liked. I went in, you gotta know, it's a lot of characters that aren't the most liked, but I went in, I had a fun time. I would say solid 7.5 on a good day.
It was okay. I would say 7, but you have to remember too that night. I do remember that was maybe one of our first, if not like our second time we actually did a double feature in a night. So we went and saw the Marvels and was it TMNT that
Yes.
time? So we were like, it was okay, but TMNT, the Mutant Mayhem,
Yeah.
everyone was hyping that up. So we were going into it. This is going to be the better film. So we gave it an easy pass.
Yeah.
I would still say like Aaron did. It's a fun time, but you could see where they're starting to reach for story on
Yeah,
these.
and you know Marvel's starting to get that snowball downhill because after this one we get Ant-Man 3.
Oh,
Oh God.
exactly what I mentioned. You can start to see they're just reaching for stories.
Yes, and I want to say I mixed these up because I don't think Marvel's was right after Black Panther 2. So comment down below, tell me the exact timeline because I want to say I got a few mixed up here. But right after that, we get Guardians 3. Guardians 3 hit all the heartstrings. I thought
Yeah,
it was super
no
solid.
complaints.
Way better than the second one. Very solid. And then after that, we get Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, come
No
on.
complaints again.
No complaints again.
Yeah.
And then here goes the snowball really quick. Captain American Brave New World.
Captain American?
Captain American. Captain
Captain America.
America Brave New
Yeah.
World. That one was very mid. I would say turn this into a TV show, but the TV shows too, I'm like kind of hit or miss with Marvel on these ones. So Brave New World, kind of crap on that one. And then right
Yeah.
after that, 3 just solid. We got Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and then now Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like I feel it's just going uphill right now. I was so disappointed. A year and a half ago, I would have been saying Marvel is just going downhill. They need to just take a year off and figure themselves out. Right now, after this trailer that dropped today, the new Doomsday trailer, I think Marvel's all uphill from here.
Yeah. The formula of less TV shows and going darker with your characters works because Thunderbolts, I was crying in that last act. The way that they went with tackling depression. And then Fantastic Four, it did have some moments, such as when Sue's actually giving birth to Reed. Oh no, not Reed. Franklin, right?
Franklin.
Franklin Richards. Whoa, them going through like
The wormhole.
wormholes.
Wormhole?
Yeah,
Warpole.
it's some hole they're going through.
Tomato, it's badass.
It's so cool, so intense. They're trying to fight off the Silver Surfer while she's giving birth. It's an intense scene, but pretty dark for a kids movie.
Yeah.
And then we have the new Spider-Man, which he
Oh,
is
yes.
put through the ringer in this movie. Just friends don't remember him. His love of his life has a new boyfriend. Aunt May's gone. I mean, he's at
He
his
has nobody.
lowest. He has
Literally has
nobody.
nobody besides like a cop that he's doing work for. But
She doesn't know
she
him.
doesn't even know who he is. Like he's using like a what's it called? Like a I mean a fake phone, but what's it called? Just like where he gets rid of it.
Yeah, but a
Oh
burner
man.
phone.
Burner phone.
And he's just very much by himself. A girl mentions to him on his floor, "Hey, we live on the same floor." And what does he do? He goes and moves up to the attic. He's just very much a recluse. He's living in his house by himself, getting Little Caesars delivered, and doesn't show his face to anybody. It's sad. And there's a scene where he does bump into Zendaya at a party, and he sees her with her new boyfriend, and it shows him running away from the party in the rain. And oh, dude, just tugging on the heartstrings. You see
Yes.
flashbacks of him with Zendaya, him holding Aunt May in her final moment. And it's just, it's a dark film, but it's a much needed for what we're going to at Doomsday.
Yes.
Because after that trailer D23 put out last night,
Yeah, there
Papa,
so many people
oh,
are gonna die. Like if you guys
everyone's
thought,
dead. Everyone's
yeah,
gonna
I
die.
feel Infinity War hit those heartstrings like with killing off Spider-Man right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I feel Doomsday's just like, oh, you guys cried for that? Well, look at this. Like,
So let's discuss Doomsday. Do you have some thoughts of where we're gonna go,
well,
where we're gonna start?
really quick. So that was the movies for Marvel during or for Endgame,
Yeah,
and it
I'm
was like,
sorry.
no, you're good, you're good. So it started off right after Endgame. It was okay, and then it went down, and now it's picking back up.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the TV shows started off really good after Endgame, and
Oh,
now it's just on a complete snowball down. So to start off after Endgame, we got like WandaVision, super solid. We had Falcon and Soldier, Winter Soldier.
oh, that's
Not
not a good
okay.
example.
No, I know.
It's
But right
okay.
after we got Loki, and
Oh
Loki
yeah,
was
yeah.
very solid, and then we got What If, Hawkeye, and then Moon Knight. Moon Knight I didn't finish, but it was solid from what I remember. And then this is where it just starts going downhill. We got Miss Marvel, She Hulk, Secret Invasion, and then Echo, Agatha All Along. I
I,
still haven't seen that one
I
yet.
forgot about Echo.
Echo, that one too. When
Yeah.
I wrote down, I was like, I forgot, totally forgot about that one. Agatha All Along, heard nothing but good stuff, and I haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna judge that one. And then we get Ironheart. Oh my god, who even wanted that one? And then
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I
Daredevil
can't.
Born Again. I did hear that one was good, but again, I can't judge it because I haven't seen it. But enough with the TV shows, guys. Just stick to the 2 movies a year like you're giving us before Endgame, and that's like the secret to the formula that
Yeah.
Marvel's just thriving. But
You have to realize that a lot of your base of fans that, I mean, of course, you have your older fans that read the comics, which they'll probably be a little bit older. They're gonna know everything that you're gonna be putting out in your films, so you don't have to spoon feed them. Then you have people like Aaron and I that we didn't grow up with comics. We went and watched Iron Man in 2008 when it came on big screen. Now we're in our 30s. Come on, you can't be giving us these kiddie ass stories anymore. You gotta hit deeper. You gotta show that these characters are starting to develop and actually have life lessons being taught to them that we're experiencing. If it's the same formula over and over, we're
yes,
gonna get bored.
no, I
And
agree.
like Secret Invasion, right? Once he said that, I was like, bored,
No, I
bored.
totally agree.
She
And
Hulk, a hot take, but I actually enjoyed it.
it was
It's cheesy.
fun,
It's cheesy,
but
but it's fun.
I couldn't finish that because I started getting bored on like episode 4 or 5.
It,
So that one too. But that was your success for Marvel. But
yeah.
some stuff I wrote down for to get Marvel back up. Get John Favreau back in the business. He's the one that started it all, guys, and he's just been missing because he's too focused on Star Wars. And I get it. Star Wars has, they're kind of on the Marvel bumpy road too. But yo, Favreau, come back to Marvel. We need you. We need you. Uh, some other things.
Yeah.
If you're going new villains, stand by them and stop listening to the fans. This is what happened with Ironheart. They finally gave Mysterio, or not Mysterio, what's his name? Uh
I got you. Keep going, and I'll
yeah,
bring
yeah,
it
yeah.
back to you. Yeah.
So they go him, and everybody hated him because it was Sasha Baron Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
So right after that, they just Mephisto.
Mephisto. Oh my
They bring
god.
Mephisto in, and they've been talking about Mephisto since Multiverse of Madness years ago. We're gonna get Mephisto. We're gonna get Mephisto. We get him, and the
It's
fans.
Borat. Hey,
Yeah, it's Borat, and the
Borat.
fans hate him. They blow up the internet, and Mephisto's gone. We don't get him even mentioned in the last couple years since Ironheart.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go new villain, stand by it. Stop listening to the fans. You guys could develop something with them. Uh, and then stray away from the Avengers. You guys have given us enough of the Avengers, even though I love them. Focus on the Fantastic Four and focus on the X-Men. You guys need to build that and then bring them all together 5-10 years down the road, like after you build this universe for them, and that'll be amazing. Marvel will be thriving. And the last thing, even though I just said that, if you're not gonna go that route, 5 years from now, you gotta start rewriting or get the kids to play the roles of their parents. Like, hey, Tony Stark had a kid. Now it's even though I just talked shit about Ironheart, but it's Tony Stark's kid. It's Captain America's kid.
Yeah.
Like they need to get going with this because after Doomsday and Secret Wars, I'm just like, where are you guys going? But we were the same way with Infinity War. What's gonna happen after they kill Thanos? What's gonna happen? So it was kind of that what if, but I don't know if I'm as excited as I was before Infinity War for the future of Marvel.
I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all my success. If they take a couple of those pointers out of the book, I feel they'll be solid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too worried about them. It's more Star Wars. But yeah, I mean that writing all this stuff down, you guys just could tell that Annie and I just this was something that our dad took us to see Iron Man, the very first one back in 2000 and what, 6 or 8?
It was I think 8 or probably 6. I mean,
Yeah, so
we were young.
I mean, shoot, we've been here for almost 20 years, guys, standing by all these movies, so we kind of know our shit a little bit.
What I was gonna say was another thing adding on to secrets of success with Marvel is give us villains that people know. I feel that the movies that fail are the ones that, oh, let's try to do this villain, and one that like it was in the comics from this issue. If it's someone that people don't know, you're not going to sell tickets unless you have Martin Scorsese directing it.
Yep.
But the Marvels movie, or is it called the Marvels?
The Marvels.
I can't remember that villain. I mean,
I mean,
some of the biggest movies that the MCU gave us recently, it's all because of villains that I remember them,
Yeah.
and um, I just that's just a little small gripe. But when you do try to do a villain, you have to flush him out. You can't just give us the same old repetitive thing like Loki was in the first Thor. Just, oh, this guy's bad because he's bad. So
Yeah. Or and this is bad, but I got wronged one time in my life and now I hate the world and you guys are all dead. Like we've been getting that story a lot lately. Even though we might get it with Doom, I'm kind of over that, done with that one. Like when you get behind the villain, like, whoa, okay, like I understand what they're going for, and I don't know how they're gonna get defeated. That's when I'm locked in. Like I'm scared of our heroes to go against this villain. That's why I'm locked in. Not when I'm like, oh, I wonder how our hero's gonna kill them in the end. Like that's when I'm
Exactly.
just like, when you're already guessing from the first act, saying that, oh, I wonder how they're going to get killed in the third act, or are they going to just turn around and be good in the third act? That's when you're just like, oh, God. But
Another secret of success that I think they already, I mean, obviously they passed on it. So now it's like, oh, well, you had the shot at it to do it the right way. But going into Doomsday, we know nothing about Doom at all in the MCU for that matter. And going in, we just have to pick up on maybe the first fight scene. We'll see Doom just wreak havoc and just annihilate one Earth.
yeah.
But I feel one secret of success would be they should have got John Favreau, like you said, to do the Fantastic Four film
Oh,
and have Doctor Doom be in there. Instead of
Yeah.
Galactus, you could do Mole Man. I'm
No,
over here
you
saying
can't
like
do-
villain. I'm over here doing villains that people know, but do Doom and have someone else like Doom. goes away or something halfway through the film or gets blasted away. Something.
Yeah.
So you know he's there, he's smart, he's a presence. But it's just very much with these phases. After the Kang thing, Jonathan Majors, I mean, crazy thing that happened to him. But they had to pivot and they just said, just do Doom. Everyone's been talking about Doom. Just do it. The
Yeah,
fans have been
but
talking about it, so just do it. So
you
I'm
say
like,
this, but we
oh.
got you, dude. We only got 2 post credits of Thanos before we saw Thanos, so we can't talk that much shit. We got one that literally he just turns to the camera and smiles. That was after Avengers 1, and then the second one was after Age of Ultron when he puts his hand in the gauntlet, saying, "I'll do it myself. Fine, I'll do it
And
myself."
and you see him in the very first Avengers film, sitting on his throne, just watching his army down in New York, the Qatari just take him out. Like, oh yeah, I'm moving my pawns now, baby. He's
Oh,
making his move. That's in the first Avengers film.
okay, I did forget about that scene.
Yes, dude. So
Okay,
if we would
okay.
have seen Doom like just sitting out in the middle of nowhere in space on a throne, I would be like, damn, this guy's a freaking force
I
to
know.
reckon with,
Okay,
man.
okay, I see where you're coming from.
So Thanos, I do agree partially with that because I do think we should have had a cool fight scene or just
But dude, we get it with
someone.
him fighting Hulk in the first
I
2-3
know.
minutes. So
So I'm kind of like, that's a big order to fill to have a cool fight scene like the Hulk v Thanos. Who's Doom gonna fight? Is that Thor?
it's gonna be
And
Thor.
mild spoilers, because if you haven't seen the trailers, I feel you should, but if you haven't, I get it. So mild spoilers, we're gonna talk about the trailer here, but it shows Thor in a scene. Of course, go to Doom with his hat, or not the hammer. He's got the
Guys,
axe. What's the axe called?
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. So he's bringing the whole lightning down. "Oh, I'm not gonna take you to hell," or was he say something like, "I'm not gonna let you go to hell"? Like,
Andy, don't even quote it because you're messing up so
anywho,
bad.
but Doom's just like, "I bring hell," or fucking something like that, dude. I'm like, dude, but that scene in the trailer, I'm thinking that might be the opener for the movie.
I loved this trailer more than the last one that it showed all the fighting scenes like with Gambit and Shang-Chi. I liked this one better that it gave us Doom and it showed Doom. I was like,
jumping out of a building and then
yes,
just
and
landing and
landing. Oh,
boom, like shoving Thor.
throwing Stormbreaker, like literally just pointing Stormbreaker to the left, and then poof, it takes off, and then
A
he just
blast.
poof like an Iron Man green blast, like poof. That was just so badass. I loved it. I had goosebumps, and I was immediately so locked in. Like, oh my god, Doomsday. I don't know why I put it on my top 5 flops of the year because this movie's gonna be insane. But still rating it, I'm gonna still go in like 8, 8.5. I'm not gonna be like 10 out of 10.
Really?
Give it an Oscar. Like it's not gonna
I'm
be
gonna
no.
go in right now. I'm calling it, and you could call BS when we go watch it in a few months. But I'm gonna go in at 8.5. I
8.5.
think it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be fun, and the fact it's coming out right next to Christmas just gives me more high hopes because
Oh yeah.
movies that come out next to Christmas, either one, they're Oscar buzz, so they're pretty good. I mean, depending on if you're a cinephile or not, we're kind of in the middle. Or two, it's gonna be a movie that gives you fan service. All the Star Wars films they always come out near Christmas, and majority of the Avenger films they would come out November or towards Christmas.
Yeah.
They give you what you want as a fan, so even just watching that trailer, I was getting chills finally hearing and seeing Doom do something because for the majority, you just see him standing around and hear him talk. Oh, yes, oh, yes, what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, he said hell and he's gonna bring hell with him.
Yeah,
Like, I am Doom.
yeah.
Dude, so neat, but
And then not only that,
needed.
and you look back at the past villains of the Avengers movies like Loki, Ultron, Thanos, and now we get Doom. Man, do you think how can they make another Avengers movie after this? Like, who do they got left in the chamber after Doom?
Maybe they go back to Kang, but I mean, there's got to be some other big bads. I
I
mean,
don't know.
like I said before, Aaron and I didn't grow up so much on the comics. Once the Infinity War came out, we went and read up on the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, but this is all just passed down and us just trying to research after the films. So Just know that.
Yeah.
um, two last topics I want to talk about. Let's talk about Doomsday, how we think the movie's gonna play out. Like, where are they going with this? Where are they going with that? How it's gonna end?
Okay.
And then we'll go into the final topic of the movies and our thoughts at D23.
I feel
How's the movie gonna start, and how you think the movie's gonna end? That's one of the biggest topics right there.
start. I feel they definitely have to give us that backstory of like a flashback of Doom and how he lost his wife and his kid, I believe. So we're gonna
So
have to see that.
tell me that. Like, you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that the
So
Avengers
I
killed his parent, his
no,
wife,
I think
or
it happened because of an incursion. Because I want to say in Black Panther 2 or one of the, I want to say even Brave New World, that it was Latverius where he's from. A-
Latveria? Yeah, Lat
s-
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Latveria, or I don't
So
know.
he wasn't there. So I feel that because he wasn't there, because he was taking care of his like world for, or like, yeah,
Hmm.
world from the incursion. So it's gonna show that incursion, and he wasn't able to like save his, his wife and his kid.
Yeah.
And then this is when he starts going on his like dark times and stuff. And then I don't know. I feel it's gonna bring back Toby Maguire. It's been like all over the internet. Toby Maguire's
Yes.
gonna be in this one, so I feel the first incursion is gonna be Doom taking over his world, and it's gonna
They're gonna
show,
kill
and they're gonna
Toby.
kill Toby Maguire. Finally, rest in peace. He's done. He's toast. So they're gonna
Yeah.
kill him, and then that's when Professor X is gonna see it from the trailer, that incursion of the planet bomb that he makes
Hmm.
to blow up the planet. So I feel that's when the X-Men comes in, and then that's when Fantastic Four like goes to their planet, and they're
Yeah.
trying to find out their heroes to figure out how they're going to stop these incursions.
Quick
Eh,
question. What do you think is gonna be the trigger for the incursions happening? Because
Oh,
I
I think
think
it's going to be Captain America going back to be with Peggy.
I think it's gonna be all spawning from what happened in Infinity War, or like in Endgame.
Endgame,
Though the
Endgame.
actions of Endgame is gonna be what caused this, because in the trailer, Doom brings up you're living on borrowed time. So it's like, oh, like if that didn't happen, they should have all just lived out their lives, and that's that. But they went and did that, and that's what caused it. That's what I'm thinking.
That would be,
That's a best way to do it,
yeah,
right?
for sure, for sure.
And then they're gonna do something even better. We're like, holy crap!
Yeah, so I just feel, yeah, it's going to be like very like first act is gonna be all about Doom, and then he like blows,
Incursions,
yeah, the
incursions.
incursions and stuff.
Yeah.
Second act is gonna be like everybody starting to figure out about this Doom, and then start teaming up. And then third act, I feel they're gonna go after Doom, but Doom just kills everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes a deal with Doctor Strange or one big character to be like, no, what can we do that like to bring everybody back? And then that's when he throws everybody on Battle World. To end the
Yeah.
movie, I think he's gonna throw everybody on Battle World.
I think it would be risky to end the movie again, very much like Infinity War, where you have half the people already gone and vanished. So I think it would be smart to take them out and then have them all reappear on Battle World to end the movie. Like, everyone's in their own portions of Battle World, everyone's separated, and Doom is just reigning supreme. That everyone's like, oh gosh, we were all together in Doomsday trying to plan against Doom and we couldn't beat him. Now we're all separated around Battle World. Now we all have to figure out how we're gonna still beat this guy.
Yeah,
Separated. So you're gonna have like the X-Men in one group. You're gonna have our MCU heroes. You're gonna have the Thunderbolts, those Avengers. You're gonna have all kinds of groups doing their own thing
yeah,
in Secret Wars, which again, like Secret Wars, everyone's doing their own thing trying to take out Doom. They're doing it in secret, so I'm just saying that. I don't really know the story too well, so
yeah,
I mean that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. But
yeah,
you have to end it as good as Infinity War, if not better, because it's gonna be a two-part film. So
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping as well. But we'll see. That trailer brought a lot of promise, because I was there on the fence, like, I don't know if they're gonna pull this off too well. Now I'm thinking they are.
yeah. No, I totally agree.
Okay, so final topic, and we're gonna wrap it up for the night. And it's not too long a topic, but we're just gonna give our thoughts. So yesterday at D23, it's kind of like Comic Con. It's just nothing but Disney reveals, whether it's TV shows, movies, merchandise, the whole shebang. So yesterday they gave us a lot of announcements
Yeah.
from our new X-Men with my wife Indy Navarrete. Oh yeah, baby. To Zootopia 3, Frozen 3, Romy and Michelle 2,
Coco 2,
Coco 2,
Incredibles 3.
Incredibles 3, Tangled live action. A lot of stuff. After seeing all that stuff though, Aaron, what is the first thing that stands out on all these films that are coming out?
Our boy Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling, they're
Oh,
making
you went there. Okay, yes. The Star Wars
Star Wars Starfighter, or yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
Starfighter.
Starfighter.
It
Yeah.
does look good.
So yeah, I don't know if they did drop a trailer for that, but seeing that Sean Levy, we've been preaching him since episode 1, guys. He's been back. He's been the guy that made like Night at the Museum, right, and Cheaper by the Dozens, Stranger Things, some of the
Yeah.
best episodes on Stranger Things too. So he's very solid. Has a very good career list. So I'm very pumped for this one. I just don't know about all these sequels. Have I seen all of them? Absolutely not. So I can't judge them. I haven't seen Frozen. I haven't seen Coco. I haven't seen the original Tangled. So I'm not going to judge any of those. But I have been seeing that people are hating on it so bad online that they're like, give us something new. Give us something new. I'm like, yeah, but when they do give you something new, you don't go support it. Like Luca. Who heard about Luca? It was in the theaters for a couple weeks and then they took it out because nobody was going to
Yeah.
see it. And everybody that saw it told me that they loved it. So I'm like, yeah, they give you guys new stuff that you don't support, but don't give us another Incredibles. Don't give us another whatever. But I'll see your ass in the back row watching it.
No, exactly. I'm excited for Incredibles and Coco, but in a way too, deep down, I'm on that side of give us new stuff. That movie Hoppers is probably going to be on my top list of the year. Goat, another great movie. I mean, I don't know if that's Disney, but just give us new kid films and new stories and stop being so repetitive. Just like Marvel's doing. If you want to go a little darker, do it. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, but very disappointed in those reveals of all these movies just being third, fourth films that again, they just know it's going to be money makers, so they're going to be okay, we announced Incredibles 3. Can we get the original director Peter Bird or Brad Bird? I always forget his name, but Peter Bird, let's bring him back and he's going to do Incredibles. Oh wait, he's not open. Just find a good director and we'll come up with the story. It's going to make money. We're going to be good. That's their thing. That's their announcement for everything now. What's going to make the most money? Let's just make that. Because after seeing Moana, the live action, oh dear God. I understand if you're a big fan of Moana, but that live action was not good.
Oh no.
I wanted to go watch the animation just to get that bad taste out of my mouth because The Rock is just so stale. And it's just money makers. You're giving us stale material that's copy and pasted just to get the buck. And I'm pissed with you.
Oh man. So should I check out Coco?
Yes. Will I go see Coco too? You bet your ass. I'm going to be the front row. But, Doomsday, I feel, is going to be the one to bring Disney back. And then now they're going to be able to do all these projects of things people are asking for, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I don't know. D23, I'm always excited for those ones, but yeah, the reveals, it was kind of X-Men, I was kind of like, I didn't really look up everybody from the X-Men, and I only knew 2 of the people so far, and then Professor X, that's the one person that I just did not agree with. Comment down below, let us know what do you guys think about the D23 reveals. Do you guys think the X-Men's gonna be pretty good, or it's pretty mid? And then Doomsday, are you guys excited as we are? Because I think that's going to be top 5 of the year.
I agree. But you know what? Let's wrap it up there. Maybe we'll try to do one more episode before the wedding. If not, we will talk to you all in October. But signing out for tonight, this is twin number 2. Along with me here is
twin number 1, Mr. Aaron.
And always remember,
don't forget to wipe.